Tonight, a story you will only see on Eyewitness News. We're taking a closer look at Fresno Police Chief Mindy Castro's first 100 days and her trailblazing role as Fresno's first woman to hold the top job.
You get to go out and speak with people, and they remind you of exactly why it's important to do this job and what a great honor it is to be the Fresno Police Chief.
I sat down one-on-one with the chief to talk about the momentous day she took the oath, what she is most proud of, and what her focus is on the future. What it's like to have a husband and son on the force, and how she has navigated 4 shootings involving Fresno police officers in her first few months. Back on February 28th, Interim Police Chief Mindy Castro was sworn in as Fresno's 24th police chief.
The duties upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Her first 100 days, which wrapped up on June 8th, are officially in the books. A critical time to lay out the foundation of her leadership and the direction of the police department that had stumbled into controversy and distrust surrounding the previous police chief.
It's all a matter of the smallest detail to, the overarching picture. What direction is this department going? All of it is your responsibility, and you just have to trust that you have the right people in the right positions to help you get all the necessary things accomplished.
I think a lot of people will relate to the fact of everybody kind of wants to be the boss, no matter what job they have, until they're the boss.
Yes, it's easy to sit in the critic's chair and say, I would have done it this way, or that was a dumb thing to do.
First female police chief.
Yes.
How does that feel?
I don't think much about it. I just really think about I want to be a competent police chief.
Chief Castro may be humble about breaking barriers, but it's not lost on many that only roughly 8% of all police chiefs in the country are women. And when you look at the numbers inside Fresno PD, only about 11% of officers are female. Be it woman or man, serving as the top cop in California's 5th largest city is not an easy job.
Nothing worth doing is easy. If this job was easy, one of my deputy chiefs tells me every day, everyone would do it, right? So this isn't an easy job, but it's a meaningful job, and every day you will get up and you'll have purpose.
What's your day-to-day like?
Day-to-day? meetings, and just problem solving. I mean, you can talk about leadership and you can talk about all kinds of things, but really it's problem solving on whatever level, and we do it as a team.
In just her first 100 days, she swore in 15 recruits and promoted 5 officers.
Today is a good time to pause and celebrate a big win, and that win is you.
She was presented with the Paul Harris Award by the North Fresno and Fig Garden Rotaries for service above self.
I love service above self. It's a personal philosophy that I live by.
There's been a major focus on fentanyl with a new countywide campaign, You Sell, Your Cell, Murder by Fentanyl. And she responded to 4 different shootings involving police.
It's not obviously where we want any call for service to wind up, but ultimately I'm thankful that we have officers willing to step up and take action and be confident in the law and their ability to protect themselves and others when the need arises.
So what is she most proud of in her first 100 days? At the top of that list, a drop in violent crime.
I'm really proud of the lives that we've saved. In 2020, we had 732 shootings and 74 murders, down to, now we're looking at 7 murders year to date. The lives that have not been lost in this city and the tragedy that's been prevented has to be far and away #1 for me. We know that reducing crime is important, but it's not the only thing, because it's a fear of crime, right? And when you have a lot of unhoused people, maybe loitering, or folks on fentanyl and you're trying to get gas, that's very scary. So don't think for a minute that we don't realize that part of our job is to reduce the fear of crime.
The chief is also proud about the reduction of deadly crashes, a priority she made on day 1.
Traffic fatalities are down 41% this year, but I don't want to just leave it at that, because we've seen several really horrific DUI fatalities this year.
Looking ahead, Chief Castro says she is focused on increasing officers' professionalism and training, hiring more.
And I've been saying this on our non-emergency response, and I know that plenty of people in the city would agree with me on that's something that we need to work on.
We also chatted about her mentorship from former police Mayor Jerry Dyer, her days as a beat cop, and not forgetting where it all began as a teenager from Carruthers in a cop car for the first time on a ride-along, and what it's really like having both her husband and her son in uniform.
Well, for my husband, I kind of feel sorry for him. He doesn't get to take very many vacations, and he has to constantly work around my schedule, but he's been amazingly patient, and I really appreciate that. No higher compliment and no greater demonstration of dedication or commitment to this community to have your child join this department and serve in the same capacity. So I feel really fortunate, and I trust that he makes good decisions, and I'm sure he gets teased too, but he doesn't tell me about it.
And she tells me it's important to her that her force knows just how much she cares about them and that their safety is always top of mind. She says it's important that they feel supported not only by her, but also by the community. And of course, it'll be very exciting to see where she takes the department in the coming years.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. I know she has the backing of a lot of officers as well.
Yeah.
Coming up here on Eyewitness News at 6, Chief Meteorologist